Imagine, for a moment, the vast expanse of the ocean, a place of endless horizons, hidden depths, and unpredictable currents. Now picture a small creature floating serenely on its surface, the sea otter. As the sun sets and the waves gently rock them, sea otters do something remarkable. They hold hands while they sleep. This simple, tender act prevents them from drifting apart in the shifting tides. In the immense and often tumultuous ocean, these creatures have found a way to stay connected, to support one another, and to ensure that when morning comes, they are not alone. We too live in a world of unpredictable currents of change, of challenges, of uncertainty. Every day we face tides that threaten to pull us in different directions: stress at work, personal struggles, global events that shake our sense of security. It's easy to feel adrift, isolated and overwhelmed. But what if we took a page from the sea otter's book? What if we too reached out and held hands? Connection, support, unity, these are not just words, they are lifelines. Think about a time when you felt lost or overwhelmed. Perhaps it was a personal setback, a relationship that ended, a job opportunity that fell through, a dream deferred. Maybe it was a professional hurdle, a project that failed, or a goal that seemed unattainable. Or perhaps it was a moment when the weight of the world seemed too heavy to bear. News of a tragedy, feelings of helplessness, or simply the quiet ache of loneliness. Now recall how a simple act of kindness, a listening ear from a friend, a comforting hug from a loved one, or just knowing someone was there, even in silence, made a difference. Just like the sea otters, we are not meant to navigate the vast oceans of life alone. In our fast-paced digital age, we are more connected than ever before, yet many of us feel more isolated than at any other time in history. We scroll through endless feeds, seeing glimpses of others' lives, but often missing genuine human connection. It's never too late to reach out. Consider the power of support networks: family, friends, colleagues, communities. When we build and nurture these relationships, we create a safety net that catches us when we fall, that steadies us when the waves get rough. Supporting one another doesn't always require grand gestures. Sometimes it's as simple as a phone call to check in, offering help without being asked, or sharing a laugh to lighten the burden. It's sending that text message you've been meaning to send, making time for that coffee with an old friend, or simply smiling at a stranger who might need a bit of warmth in their day. Remember, when sea otters hold hands, it's not just about preventing separation. It's about solidarity, trust, and mutual survival. Each otter relies on the other, and in that mutual reliance, they find safety and peace. Imagine what we could achieve if we embraced this mindset. Challenges would become more manageable, successes more fulfilling, and the journey, no matter how rough the seas, more enjoyable. We could build communities that uplift rather than compete, workplaces that collaborate rather than divide, and societies that embrace rather than exclude. Let's be intentional about fostering connections. Let's build bridges, not walls. Let's be the steady hand that offers comfort in the storm. As we navigate our own oceans, let's remember that while we cannot control the currents, we can choose not to face them alone. Let's take inspiration from our furry friends floating on the ocean's surface. Let their simple act of holding hands remind us that together we are stronger. Together we can face whatever the tides bring. In the end, it's the bonds we forge, the support we give and receive, and the connections we cherish that keep us from drifting apart in the unpredictable currents of life.